too many. I know my boss is a teacher there, and she does that. Her name's Karen.
Video, no less.
About it.
When did you move away from the flower shop here? When did you leave the flower shop here?
About 1987.
Well, when there was, when you owned that, just for a long time.
I was hired by the ladies
Good.
So my daughter, she don't teach.
How good is he?
I couldn't find, made a face when I was
It's been your last week.
I don't know. We made flowers. He was the next to me on the center and he's fake.
I think he was the 30th.
I'm lucky and I remind me someday if I don't get that chicken around the refrigerator.
30th, yeah. So he was going to be the chairman for the 30th.
Richard Stone was chairman of 30.
And then I got an email in the 30 that came out back home. They won't be able to come, I don't think. I was back and said, please try to. 25th for
Lori is.
Well, when were the Stones chairman?
30th,
Yeah.
What year was it?
Then we didn't have.
Oh, thanks. I did the cars cute. I don't know about me, but I love the cars. It's fun. Joe says
Tell me
no
when
drive
you're
to
turning
Denver.
off.
It's one of those that like to stay home.
Just want one, thank you very much.
That sounds good to me.
Cut it down, just put it on the table or hang it on the wall behind. Okay, then from there, I must have started something, didn't have time to finish it. But we could take and put, like, Judy has a copy machine. Get a picture of the class officers, the student body president, go on down. And just put your pictures under whatever is appropriate. And if we don't have something, we can make a copy and get it on there, or make a description of it. And then when I got to the last one, apparently I didn't even finish what I started there, and this was going to list the various dances that we had in high school with some of the pictures.
You are a super
Isn't that great?
No, I'm a saver.
Yeah, but you're also a doer.
Well, they reunion. And these little sheets in here means we need some names or something to go with them.
That's what we want to do with all these pictures. Put them in and out.
I just so happen to have one right here.
Carla brought another
That
album.
here's the pictures.
Everybody can go through and decide what they want in that.
I just,
These are all the pictures.
I think I would sort them out according to icebreaker, dinner, brunch. Everybody take a batch and
Jody, these are from the last one.
Yes.
And Judy said we could work
There's a
in
whole
there, we
batch
can work
that you
here.
guys can look through. We'll pass them around. Everybody can just sort of look through, see what you want, what you don't want in there.
I don't know
Okay.
all of them, so some of them.
Whoa, that's wrong one. Wrong.
Did they want me over here?
Yeah, anytime. I don't know what.
I do, I remember that. They were ready up in Jody. That's what I thought.
Well, it was great. They didn't know how to get.
Oh, I was finishing Barbara.
They call us back.
You can do that, and then we'll have to attach it to something like this.
Look at all these.
First Spanish, yeah.
When I read that,
Oh, how.
I've got to sit and look at all these.
Very nice and soft with.
But I say, it was green in there.
I'm not even.
Kathleen O'Donnell.
oh, yes.
No more.
The white hair, mine's a totally different texture.
So she didn't think she didn't have to go
Oh, it's
to
pretty.
her
That's one.
Yeah, well,
She died before our last.
yeah.
Look, a tie.
This was a coffee string.
And you know, pictures like this, which are kind of on the big side, couldn't we just crop them out?
Serious on it. I couldn't believe it.
And what did you get
Well, you're correct with your city.
Well, they did ring bells there when I was there.
I will too.
And it was
Heard
the
of
bells
bells
up in that tower? Church on Henderson.
They're the church? Oh, yeah.
What
There was
nation,
bells.
then they're gone. They just thought they didn't
Good.
care.
Oh, yeah, that
That should be.
Episcopal church right there.
It's cost a lot.
Okay.
Second
one might be
free.
At least the last time
I don't know, I go to
That-
the Congregational and I know right where it is, but these other churches, but I was proud of them.
Oh, my gosh,
he's out with that
camera again.
Well, hello.
Come to the icebreaker.
I wish you would.
Yeah, I think so.
Here they come, here they come. Oh, no.
Hello.
Hello.
Beautiful out here. Real easy to find. Oh no, I let her.
Hello, Charlie.
Hi, Jackie.
So I brought it tonight.
Okay.
I write the check and you mail it, you can send that along.
Okay.
You say this, I do. Here.
Charlene? Hello, hello,
I
hello.
need to get you some money and some business here.
All right.
Here we go.
I want to pay for my brother to come to the icebreaker.
Oh, okay.
And I, Joyce Schwartz.
Okay.
Something called.
Charlene, do you know how Richard
Frozen
Stone's doing? Have you heard
I
of
Ever heard from him?
I made them to show
He did
up.
come to the
Yeah,
last
I
one.
talked to him.
Did you
We
ever
get
hear from
Christmas
him?
cards from him.
Several of them.
Yeah, we
Then
get
it's just our
Christmas,
30th,
because he was
wasn't
here
it?
when,
He got married.
No.
when Ed Hayward died.
It was a long time
That's
before
Jean
they got
Nelson's
married.
mother.
Yeah.
That's
He's
Jean
still, yeah,
Nelson.
he's still married.
That's
Very
mother.
good.
That's Jean
Yeah.
Nelson's mother.
Took him a long
we have
time to
a-
find
I know
Mrs.
our
Rush.
Judy and I know.
You just
Judy
have
and
to
I
talk
know
to
that.
And there's Alan.
Man, it looks like, and there's Warren
And
Rosenberg, my
yeah.
old
But he said he-
friend.
Look at,
You probably tried to
Oh,
get her out.
He's never had a cigarette, he's never had a drink.
I'm
he's never-
sorry, Janet, but first loves are like that. Now get on with
Never
it.
had a drink. He had a clean life. I mean, that, we're talking about getting
You're a
over
red cross.
I don't know.
Three of these two guys. No, but you know, that was obvious.
Yeah, I guess so. Right on our
Okay, come in and that was steak. We are offering cold drinks.
Maybe it'll be better.
Here. Oops, I'm sorry, Jim.
Guys outside?
I just put on a chair over there.
Hello, I'm good.
Hello.
Was that you with your top down?
Oh, I Nikki did, said Marty was coming, so I marked it.
Yeah, it was.
Mile now.
Yes, you have to
That's
big
gonna ruin the camera.
Yeah, but I was gonna give this to Jody, but I got extra.
And
She got it, you told me it was something different.
When I told him this.
okay,
Charlene, I want you to see this.
your check came in. And of everything at that point, and we started with this balance right.
Man, if I go upstairs, this is great when I get upset. Then I remember.
Oh.
You have two stories in your house.
I've been really hot. I don't know.
wonderful critics and listen.
I have been over there. It's
No. That's all redone? That's still, well, if I knew, that's still owned by the Gibson family. Yeah. If they just rent it out. Doing fine.
George just gave me $15 to his memory. I will give it to you. We need to, and I'll write it down that he paid the $15 and then do you want to deposit it?
Good thing that I didn't pay anything else.
Well, yeah. You're not gonna be there. Okay, we could have taken a homeless person on.
That's what it's waiting on the street. Jared did begin to home.
Martin, she wants to move her chair again. Well, if you're closer, why don't you help her?
We thought you would. Now, Carla.
Yeah, the way you've been treating her, I thought you'd get her to do it. Well, you got it.
Okay, Carla's got a list of all the committees and what we'll discuss on each committee, what each committee were.
Okay, there's gonna be a sign-up sheet for who's gonna do the work when. We have a couple of questions on the decorations. On Friday, how much help do you need out there?
Question, did Carolyn LaSalle say she was making something for the registration table?
Well, she said something about me.
Come on, don't cover your face, okay?
Keep the banner up a little higher, Carol.
Not on my end.
Charlene? Charlene?
Chair right over there for me.
Oh, went out.
Whoever wants to.
Yeah,
I think you can
Okay, so they just got to show up at the same time and then. Okay, so Baker, we have to add one dinner.
They are really neat. They are really neat.
What is it?
Whatever happened to it, somebody stole it.
Great. I want to win
Does that
this.
have deals in there to poach eggs?
Oh, omelet, okay.
No, just omelets.
Okay.
And then this little thing is a oil lamp, and you stick this little wick in there, and the wick will never burn out.
Good. Okay.
And then this is a salt and pepper, a pepper grinder and a salt shaker.
Now broken.
Don't never know it.
The former salt shaker.
And then
Ooh, I need apron.
a barbecue apron.
I like that.
Bring the animals
Whoa.
sit there and study tonight.
Guy's gonna fall off there.
I thought this looked like Devil's Tower. I'm not sure it does, but anyway, there's
It's
a
like the devil anyway.
there's a
Yeah, it kind of does.
It does.
Let's see, Rick.
so.
Yeah, it does.
Cool.
Oh, I love that.
That's pretty colorful.
Yeah, it is.
She's pretty good looking.
She's easy on the eyes.
We've
talked about that.
Yeah.
But then a barbecue,
I don't know if it signifies
whatever.
anything.
Set.
It's got a little temperature probe and whatever.
And that goes with the apron?
No,
Oh, it's separate. Oh.
separate.
Husband and wife win.
Good.
It's like a barbecue deal.
Oh.
Well, this is called a talking stick, and so we're gonna pass this around. See, this comes out, and then we'll pass this around to different tables, and then when they have the talking stick, then somebody wants to talk at that table, they can talk.
Or they can stand up and talk to him.
You know, say hello, or tell a little story, or
Tell a
whatever.
joke.
Yeah, tell a joke, whatever. But you can't talk unless you got a talking stick and a microphone. We'll try to get the microphone too. But so that's what that is,
You
and
need one of
then,
those handheld mics to take.
and then, yeah, this was a Carolyn's thing,
She had a booth at
and
the
so Carolyn LaSalle.
She sells, well, the lady that
Yeah.
she works for down there with all the jewelry
Yeah.
and stuff.
Richard, have you got all your gifts bought?
No,
Do you want me to go over and get you some ring sticks? and some maybe Wyoming t-shirts.
Rain sticks, what's a rain stick?
Oh,
That's what I was gonna ask you.
If you want me to, I'll get, I'm bringing mine too, but.
I've got, how much are they?
The one I got here was something like $12 or $15.
How many should we buy?
They only have.
Well, I'll just give you the money. And then
Well, how
what-
about if I just get them and then you can.
See all, what day?
Yeah, well, yeah, we're saving money over here, so whatever you need, if you need some more money,
No,
just do what you can.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, that's it.
Very good job. And what did Joe buy and bring over?
Joe needs to bring these little things.
Well, I think Joe left a couple of things that.
Yeah, he brings like a can.
I see.
And some depends.
Yeah.
What else? They've got.
And see, maybe, I'll go out and see how much the rocks are. The belt buckles. The rocks, he might, I can.
You know how she is with soap and stuff. Since she retired, I think she's worse.
Are they in alphabetical order? They're according to your right one out. Oh my God! She's going to be here tomorrow night because I talked to her. Rusty and I put her. My sister Sherry can remember that one. His name is Gary. She and I
Yeah, you were. I was thinking last week. Yeah. And then you went through, I thought you were there too, but you never can. Yeah, well, you got some people that you don't even know. You should like 40, huh? Oh my God, 45, 45.
That's actually pretty nice. Now wait!
Neil Jensen, right over here.
She was trying to get you, Jan?
I was called. I wasn't going
In case anyone else pays, there's a pencil or a pen. There's no way to know. Just want to get
For us. And then after that, just go ahead and enjoy your dinner and we'll get back to this mic a little bit later.
Let us pray. Our gracious Heavenly
Ed Hawk.
Ed Hawk.
Shirley Brooks, Cheyenne.
Charles Dickman. Cheyenne.
Chuck and Kay Schleicher. We live in Sun City, West Arizona, north of Phoenix.
Hardy. I live in Caracas, south of Cheyenne.
Way south.
Yeah, way south. Mary Clark?
Snider. I live in Cheyenne.
Jim Johnston, Laramie.
Cheyenne.
Okay, say it again.
Jody Snyderhawk, and I live in Cheyenne.
Okay, I'm Joanne Hanson. Halliday Hanson's my maiden name. I came from Gadsden, Oregon. And Carl and I have been married for 37 years, and we live part-time in Cheyenne and part-time in just outside of Phoenix.
Thank you.
I'm Carl Halliday. Been here all my life.
I'm Joe Bishop. I'm married to Don Bishop.
I'm Don Bishop. I never have graduated. I left in 1955 and went to California, and Joe and I have been married now for 43 years. And we live in Idaho, have a ranch in Idaho, and half the year in Southern California.
I'm Cheryl Jackson Webster, and I live in Cheyenne.
Jim Heron, I live in Cheyenne.
I'm Rosella West, and I live here in Cheyenne.
I'm Tina Brazil Works. I'm Rosella's daughter.
I'm John Eggleston, live here in Cheyenne.
I'm Carolyn Eggleston. I'm married to John.
Been married.
Okay, let's start right here.
Jack is me.
Yes.
I'm Julia Hess, and I live right here in Cheyenne.
And this is?
That's my oldest son, Stan.
Your son, who?
Stan.
Stan.
He lives in Thailand.
Oh, great. Cool. Okay. Come this way.
I'm Dean Morton. I'm Mary Ellen's husband, Mary Ellen Lyman, and we're from the state of Washington.
Great.
I'm Mary Ellen Lyman, and we live in Washington State. This is my husband, Dean.
You will not? Okay, let's go.
Hi, Jan Baker, Janice. Cheyenne, still live here.
I'm Juanita Howard Moffitt, and I'm from Cheyenne.
I'm Eldon Lunder. I live in Alvin.
Howard, live in Wheatland, Mrs. Lotus.
Otis Giles. My husband Fred.
Cute. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Todd Weekly, Atlanta, Georgia. Maiden name?
Mike Blair, Rockford, Illinois.
I see him driving
I'm
around
Audrey. I didn't graduate from this class. I'm from Rockford, Illinois also.
Ed Parks, Nevada.
I'm Margaret. I'm from Ed Park, and I also from Parks, Nevada, but I'm not a graduate.
I wish we'd have got the deed around the base done.
Right.
For I-25.
I'm here in Cheyenne.
Shiny head out here. Bob Ballin, Cheyenne, married to Nancy Clark, class of 57.
What a couple.
He's our photographer.
Your photographer. Excellent. I'm happy you're here. the Mrs. Photographer. Mrs. Photographer. Yes. Hey.
Hi, Carol Switzer, Laramie, Wyoming.
I am Juanita Fisher, and I live in Cheyenne.
Ray Fisher, Cheyenne. Larry Lovelace, Cheyenne.
I'm a foreigner.
I'm Nancy Lovelace. I'm with him.
Charlene, Searle Nation, Cheyenne.
Dave Cross, Pueblo.
Linda Clark, and I'm with him.
Sid Clark.
Hi, I'm Winky Ann from Oakland. We live in Washington. We live in Virginia, right out of Washington, D.C.
I'm Winky's husband, Jack. Glad to be here. I'm also living with her.
Jackie, I'm Sally Sullivan DuBois, and this is my husband, Dave.
Where do you live?
We live in Fort Collins.
In Fort Collins. Okay, and this is Dave. This is Dave. Dave, look inside. Give her a kiss.
I'm Dave.
Oh, I'm Lynn Chapin, Harnsberger. Remember Jackie in her white convertible?
Well, boy, are we having fun, and none of these folks have aged a year.
Richard.
Yes, Jackie. Judy, do this video.
So nice to see you.
We are we're here in Cheyenne, still doing the same old thing we've always done in the insurance business and financial services business. Judy runs she's the secretary for the Grand Boys Yard Service.
But especially in the summer, I'm Katie Brown, and I live in Wheatland, have for 40 years.
I'm Katie's president of Chuck Brown, and I am the epitome of a perfectly trained husband.
Really?
That's true.
Mac Wilson, I live in Cheyenne, Wyoming. That's where my Jeannie.
And Jeannie.
No, my God. My maiden name was Eileen Butterly from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Originally from Pennsylvania.
I'm Mac Wilson from Cheyenne. It's not either. I'm Mike Forrester, and my maiden name is Forrester.
It's nice to keep your maiden name.
I'm Floyd Fusselman. I live in Cottonwood, Arizona. My maiden name is Fusselman.
My name is Sandy Fusselman. I graduated in '59.
Maiden name was
Yules.
Okay, thank you.
I'm Richard Quiglon. I'm with Janet.
I'm Janet. My maiden name is Rickards, and we live in Lone Tree, Colorado. My name is Willa, and I'm with Dick.
Dick Lee Hardy, we live in Blaine, Washington.
Joe Padukovich, Timbuktu.
Kathleen O'Donnell, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Brother T.
Sherry Marks Roy, Cheyenne and Denver. Heidi Soren, Denver, Colorado.
Ray Chadwick, Littleton, Colorado. How about that?
You ready?
Yeah.
Karen Watney Epler, Cheyenne.
I'm Arden Epler, Watney, Cheyenne.
You knew this wouldn't be easy.
Ann Hostler, Cheyenne, Wyoming. Jody Bergstrom, Sacramento, California. Margaret Jackson is sitting here.
I will catch Margaret. I know Margaret.
Stan Christensen, and I'm the class of '57.
I'm Florence Van Arsdale Christensen, also the class of '57.
We're going to have our picture taken now.
Again?
Platt, Nebraska. This is my husband. Thank you.
Nobody get that.
North Platte, and I'm not the class of '57.
Well, you should be. Okay.
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 Oh, hi, Jackie. It's good to see you again, because I never get to see you in Laramie.
You do get through eating, and so if you'll just kind of listen up for a little bit as you are finishing eating, I would appreciate it. First of all, last night, we talked about a few of those people of our class that are quite ill, and there's 2 cards up here for you to sign. One of them is for Dick Aldrich, and the other one for Karen Colleen. And then Richard Stone, who's been really quite ill, we don't have a card for him, and he was here for a couple hours last night. We were certainly glad that he could make it. You know, I wasn't sure he was going to be able to, but he was able to come last night. And but those 3 we certainly want to write on these cards and send a message to them on these cards. And so any of you who haven't done it last night, who feel like you would like to, these cards will be up here through the night, and you can just come up at your leisure and sign the cards. So would appreciate that. We're good. We certainly appreciate all of you who have contributed to the 50-50 drawing, and for those of you who haven't, we'd like to encourage you to. Janet, where are you? Stand up. It's as if nobody knew who she was, right? But anyway, Janet has kind of set a goal for $500, and we're a little over 4. So if you'd like to dig a little deeper in your pocket and just think we're looking at $250 for the pot. So, and we'll do that. We'll draw for that at 9:30. So y'all got to stay till 9:30. Okay. And we will also at 9:30. We're going to draw the grand prize, and some of the we've got some really 2 or 3 neat, really neat grand prizes that we're gonna draw for at that point, and also a little bit through the evening. I need to get rid of some of these door prizes. And by the way, are y'all happy with your door prizes? So for those of you who got them, let's hear it from those who got the door prizes. I really hope that's been fun for you. Boy, there was some really neat stuff that came in and for these door prizes. We still have a bunch up here, and so those who haven't claimed these from last night, and some came in tonight, we're just going to draw your name. But this is going to be the rule. If you got a prize last night, your name comes up tonight, your history. Okay? And so be honest with me, and so those who haven't gotten a door prize will have a chance to get one, and that way I think it'll be a little faster. And if there's anything, I want you guys to know something. I am really worried about you guys getting bored with what's going on up here, and so just be nice to me, will you? It'll be good. Okay. So at any rate, we got that kind of out of the way now. I'll just cross off all my notes here. I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize the committee that has worked so diligently on this party tonight. First of all, committee members have been Nancy Bolling and Mike Forrester took care of the golf tournament. Let's have a hand for them. Joe Bruner and myself, who have done the door prizes, along with Carol Spitzer. Carol, would you stand? I just love her. She is so good. She has done all this wrapping and Carol made the wreath last night, and this wreath, and she's just one little talented lady, let me tell you. And she has just been so good to help us with this, and I just appreciate her so much. But all these things have been wrapped, or a lot, a goodly number of the things that the committee bought, she wrapped them. Yes, Carol?
I didn't. I just told him that.
Well, I just want to tell you, I'm used to getting bossed around from Judy, so it's all right. I just do what they all tell me, Okay, let's go down here some more. Stan and Florence Christensen. Stan and Flo, will you stand? They took care of the arrangements for the icebreaker last night and the meal tonight. Martin and Karen Epler, you stand. They are responsible for the picnic tomorrow. Where do they go? Karen disappeared. Well, there's ours. Good. And ours really did most of the work on that, so it's okay that Karen's gone.
Lord, Richard, don't say that.
I better be careful, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Jody Schneider-Hawk. Jody's our finance girl. And let me tell you, I want to tell you, your money is in good hands, boy. She is one tough chick. Holy mackerel. Man, I mean, she makes me account for every little dime I spend and everybody else. And she's on Charlene all the time about how much money we got and make sure it's in the bank. And your money's in good hands with Jody. Jody, would you please stand? Carla Klopkorn, the right arm to Charlene, assistant co-chairman. And Carla, would you please stand? Jim Johnson, our cameraman, you've probably seen him running around doing some camera work last night. We also have Cal over here, who's not a member of our class, but he's doing some pictures for us also for our yearbook. And while I'm there, I would like to have, geez, I lost my brain over here. Carolyn come up and explain to you about the yearbooks just for a minute so that she can, so we'll all have a great yearbook when she gets done.
I'm sorry, anytime I'm in a microphone you have to listen to that squeak. I'm going to do the memory book for the class, but I don't want to be the one doing everything, because that way it's only my view of what happened here this weekend and what's happened in the 45 years since we got here. So I would appreciate it if all of you who are taking photos tonight would look at them as you get them back. Don't think, oh well, she'll have a duplicate of this. Send it to me anyway. If you have email, you can email it to me. Or send me a copy. If there's something that happened here that you think is really great, something you heard about that is really great, something that happened in high school that was brought back to you tonight that you think would be appropriate or fun to be in there, or memories of other people, things about people who are gone, anything that you think would be fun to have in that memory book. I'm going to do it all electronically, so anything I get by email will make it easier. It'll be done entirely that way, so that'll make it easier. And then also, I don't know if you've picked up on this, but I certainly have. This is the first year that our reunion has been a hospital report. Many of the conversations that I've been in have been, comparing foot operations and bad backs and arthritis and, a few other things and some pretty serious things. Then I think even the pretty serious things, we have some people that are living with pretty serious heart things, but they're living with them. Several of us have had cancer, but we've lived through it and are living with it. We have some that have faced a lot of things. And I think the joyous side of that, or the instructional side of it, or certainly the fun side of conversations you were in, where you couldn't talk about anything else except the hospital report. So anything you can get to me, I would appreciate it. I have some business cards with me, or you give me a piece of paper and I'll write my email down, and we'll make this be something that everybody contributes to. Thanks.
Carolyn also helped us a great deal with regard to your packets that you got, your little gift and things that you got when you registered last night or yesterday or today if you weren't here last night. So appreciate the work that Carolyn has done with us. Janet Manners. Janet, she has been in charge of decorations and has taken responsibility of that. How am I doing, right? Let's see. Rena Vossler, she was just always there. Where are you, Rena? I don't know what committee she's been kind of on, all of them with us. Yeah, right. So Rena's kind of, she didn't miss a meeting. Absolutely not one meeting. Stand up, Rena, come on, man. Okay, and then Janet Mark Swampler was in charge of our great disc jockey we've got tonight. You're going to really enjoy him. So Janet, thank you, and thanks to Chuck. His name's Chuck. You want to go give him a request, he'll play it for you. So we're grateful to have you with us, Chuck.
Thank you.
We're really thankful to have you here. Okay, now, let's see.
Don't forget Jackie.
Where's Jackie?
Oh, she went inside.
Taking your picture. Taking your picture.
Oh,
excuse me.
Okay. Oh, and hey, before we do that, I want to tell you who's going to take care of this responsibility next 5 years from now at our 50th. All of you, just think of that, 50, man. Okay? Fire us up, we're still around. Okay. So Stan Christensen is going to be our chair. Now we elected him because he was our student body president when we were back there in high school.
Yeah, and I left the meeting early too.
That's why you got elected.
That's how you get the job.
It's funny how those things work, you know. And co-chairman who's accepted as that has been Judge Alan Johnson. And Judge Johnson, would you please stand up? So we'll look for great things from these guys. They've already got a number that's gonna, has worked on it this time to stay with them as this certain committee people. So we're grateful for that. Now, where'd Charlene go? Where did she go? What am I gonna do with that girl? You go get her. You just tell her to get in. Excuse me, have a moment of silence for those of our class who have passed on. And I don't know if you all had a chance to look at the list and read the names of those that have, but if you haven't had that chance, I'm sure it's up here somewhere, but let's just take a moment and have a moment of silence for those of our class who have passed on. Charlene, you were supposed to come up here, but didn't they tell you? Charlene. I'm not going to make her talk, but she's put in countless hours, you guys.
No, it's the whole committee. I'm not taking any credit for it. We had a wonderful committee and we really had fun.
And I want to tell you, the thing that I've really enjoyed the most about this whole thing is getting to know all these people on the committee, but particularly Charlene, I just want to tell you, has a great amount of love for each and every one of you. And I know you feel that. And as our token of appreciation and love for you, we've got a little thing for you.
Oh,
Well, that's good. We'll cry together. You know, I think there's a companion up here crying with me. Okay, hold on. You got to open it right here in front of the whole group. Here you are. I don't know. It is.
It's a dog.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's darling. Oh, isn't that darling?
It is
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Jackie Lueris from Laramie, she's our girl from St. Mary's that is going to take on responsibilities for those of the St. Mary's crew. By the way, would the St. Mary's people stand up? Yeah. Because I've just never got acquainted with a lot of you folks. And let's see who's here from St. Mary's. Let's give them a big hand. So, Jackie, we appreciate you. She drove over from Laramie with Jim and Carol. They came all the way from Laramie all the time for these committee meetings, and we're so grateful to them. Okay, let's see where I'm at. To get this thing really rolling and rocking tonight, I want to ask the old cheerleaders to come up here. And that is like Mary Osland and Katie and Chuck Summerfield and me and who else? There's got to be somebody else.
We weren't very good at that the first time.
Okay, now we want all you guys. Oh, wait a minute. We want all you guys to join us.
Oh, no, that was.
We want all you guys to join us in singing the old Cheyenne High fight song. You all remember the words? We're going to have a review. Let's have a review. Help us go to the mic and review the song. Oh, no.
Here's the mic over here. Here you go. There you go.
You're serious? She said.
He always just followed.
Our memories are coming back real fast. And you guys got to get yours going too, okay?
All hail Cheyenne High, a song of praise to thee we sing, and far and wide across the sky, the echo of our song will ring. Hail.
Oh, ever loyal, yeah.
Ever loyal, through every game, this our cheer will be. Cheyenne, Cheyenne Indians, hats off to thee.
No, yay! Okay, now that was the warm-up, man. Now listen, I want to tell you something. We a long time ago, before old Paul Smith and his group, that high school group of his, even woke up to the fact they were having a reunion, we had the other end all reserved, and they kicked us out and moved us down here. Now they're down there, and I want those guys to hear us. Okay? So we got to really get fired up here. Okay? All right, here we go. You guys got to really get some going. Okay, who's going to start this? How's it start? Oh, yeah. Well, hail to Cheyenne High. Wait,
Well, you said we were going to start, then you started.
Yeah, I know. Okay. All right. All right, this will be better this time. All right, ready? All hail to Cheyenne High. Come on, let's go! Oh, this is terrible. Wait a minute. Hail to Cheyenne High.
A song of praise to thee we sing. To every king, this our cheer will be.
They got cue cards.
C-H-E-Y-E-N-N-E, Cheyenne Indians, hats off to thee.
Okay, now that we know it, we're going to have to do it one more time. Hail to Cheyenne High, a song of praise to the thee we sing. Far and wide across the sky, the echo of our song will ring. Yeah, yeah, yeah! Ever loyal through every game, this our cheer will be. Hit it! C-H-E-Y-E-N-N-E, Cheyenne Indians, that's off to thee.
I can't recall the official St. Mary's fight song, but it was, the unofficial one was, give a cheer for the boys who make the beer in the cellar of St. Mary's High. They are bold and the whiskey they can hold is a story that's never been told. So it's guzzle. If Father Hartman finds us here, we'll say, Jimmy, have a beer.
Okay. Oh, let's see if I'll try anything else here. Oh, dear. Yeah, I do. Now, I think you guys are all kind of fired up now. And so what I want to have happen here is that I want somebody from each table, now you don't have a lot of time to think about this, but I want at least somebody from each table to just kind of give us, I mean, you know, you were here last night, I know your mind's just going crazy of all the fun things you did. I want you to just tell us a little bit of story. Don't take a whole lot of time, just, you know, a minute or so, a minute or two, and tell us the story. This is called the talking stick. And I'm drying up here. But anyway, this is called the talking stick, and whoever has the talking stick has the floor, and then that person can pass it to somebody else. And if you guys just cannot absolutely stand not using the talking stick, raise your hand, and then they'll give you the talking stick. Okay? So, Jim, you're going to start it off. Stand up there. Oh,
Here's the microphone now. Well, as usual, I don't remember much about last night. I don't know if anybody else tried that salad dressing they had on the table tonight. It didn't taste very good on the salad, I'll tell you that. Then I found out it was horseradish. We had a lot of fun last night. I'm sure everybody did, and I see there's people just dying to get my talking stick away from me. I was going to give it to Alan Johnson, but you know, he's sitting here with his back to me and he won't even look around. And plus he wasn't here last night. So I'm going to give it to Janet Marks.
I'm going to trade the talking stick for the roll of tickets. We're very close to $500, and go with me on this, you guys. Find me. I'm here. I want to go back to Tuscany. I'm going to hand the talking stick to Lynn Chapin.
I know this was going to happen. The question is not to have eye contact. But as being, I want to tell you, as being somebody from out of town that has come to every one of these reunions, I know I speak for so many of us that we so appreciate all of your work. I can tell you guys have had a lot of fun, and we all wish that we'd been there with all your committee meetings. But we do want to thank you, and you guys, I think every one of you look just great. Who am I going to tell? Oh, Marcia. Marcia, eye contact.
Well, I don't know if I have any stories, but I've heard some wonderful stories at this table tonight. And I would like for Merle Elliott Bailey to tell the one about John Henselt and this English teacher that you just told us about.
Well, I don't know if all of you know, but I was married to Mike Bailey. I lost him 2 years ago today. But I was telling about when we had the English teacher that we had was Miss Nemo, and we were in class together. Of course, we always sat alphabetically, so Michael always sat in the second seat in the first row, and I was in the second seat in the second row. But way in the back, with his feet on the windowsill, was John Henselt. He's not here to defend himself either. But we were reading from Chaucer, and Michael was very good at reading. And I always accused him of doing this on purpose. But he was supposed to read the phrase, "the farmer's cart." Yes, he said, the farmer's cart. And John Hensel's feet fell off the windowsill and everybody started laughing uproariously. And Miss Nemo just looked at us and said, "Continue."
Karen needs to talk.
Karen, want me?
I'm basically very shy. But if you really knew what fun we have planning this reunion, you know why it's such a great success. We just, I can't tell you any stories from the past because I don't remember the past. But I know it was fun. this on to Dawn Weekly.
I don't know any stories.
I can't even make up stories, so I'm going to pass on the memory to Dave.
Mikey can do it.
Mikey can do it, yeah. Well, I'm just happy to be here and see so many faces that I remember, but I can't remember the names. So what else is new for everybody else? Moved to Rockford, Illinois, and deputy sheriff for 32 years, still deputy sheriff. And I can remember all the tickets I used to get from Diamond, police officer, the pipes. Now I give them out, so that's the story.
Well, I tried to find it. And all I want to say is thank you, Cheryl, for contacting us, and we really enjoyed this, and I don't really have a whole lot more to say. So I'll pass it on to someone.
What kind of eye contact was that? Back turn. But you know, when I came in tonight, Janet Morris was standing over there with about 10 guys trying to give her money.
I didn't hear that.
We had a lot of fun. Janet, Mike Forrester, Don Bishop's here from California. But we all had a lot of fun growing up. And Mike, this is for you.
Well, I want to tell you one thing. I got to work on the committee a little bit. I was out of town quite a bit and missed a lot of the meetings, but gee, what a great bunch. We really had fun doing that. Really enjoyed last night, I think. This morning, 17 of us athletes got out on the golf course. We did pretty good. I think only about half of them were looking for a liver transplant. But we had a good time. Nobody got hurt. And nice party. Thanks for inviting us. I want to give it to Don Bishop.
Well, my name is Don Bishop. A lot of you may not know me, but I went from kindergarten through the sophomore year, and then my parents moved to California, so I had no choice but to go with them. But it's been wonderful to come back, and yeah, right. It's been wonderful to come back. This is my second reunion that I've come back to, and it's just great to see how everybody turned out. You can see some of us grew a little bit more than others. I was always an overachiever for those of you. So I certainly succeeded in the fork and knife and spoons and all that stuff. I really feel bad that I missed the Deming 50th anniversary. That would have been a marvelous thing to have come to, but I'm still looking forward to the pictures that Janet Marks promised me years ago. Anyway, thank you for welcoming my wife Jo and I. We've certainly had a great time. So let me pass it on.
See, I want to interrupt right there, Don. Don was talking to me last night. He has over 1,000 postcards of just Cheyenne with him. If you want to see any of those, he's got them. So grab him and he'll show them to you.
I'll bring, for those of you who are coming to the picnic tomorrow, I'll bring my postcard collections. You can see that once you live in Cheyenne, you can't get Cheyenne out of you. And every time I come back to this town, I feel like I'm coming back home, even though I've been gone for 47 years. So when eBay started up, I began searching eBay for postcards of Cheyenne, and I I stopped by the archives the other day, and I think I've got about 50 times more postcards of Cheyenne than the Wyoming Archives have. So it's really becoming a good collection. So I'll bring it to the picnic tomorrow, and you can look at the cards.
Okay, great. Thanks, Don.
A lot of our friends from Cheyenne High School were made because of speech events, and we had a speech teacher, Sister Louis Marie, and there's a thing over there on the wall about the magic apple, and she was so proud because Dr. Dunham from the University of Wyoming was coming to see the magic apple, and Dr. Dunham didn't even go to Cheyenne High School to the theater presentations. So, at any rate, this was a great moment for Sister Louis Marie. It was any other day for those of us who participated in the play. And at one moment in the play, the prince was to present the magic apple to the princess, which he did. And it was a beautiful apple to everyone in the audience. But to the poor princess, someone had taken a bite out of the apple. And all of us on stage saw the bite. We didn't see the apple, and there were many smiles, and then we started giggling. And that night was the first time in my life that I knew a nun could say, damn. The curtain went down after the first act, and she came and said something about, you damn kids. I thought there was something they put on nuns' tongues, so they couldn't say that. They left the convent, but at any rate, she said she would see us the next morning, and she left. And I hope Dr. Dunham enjoyed the rest of the show.
Well, I had several stories that I wanted to tell, and these guys wouldn't let me.
Go ahead, come on, let's hear it.
No, yeah. But Kathleen had a suggestion that Jackie Luares erase some from the board, the blackboard, and replace it with something else. So we needed Jackie to tell us what she did. Do you know where she went?
I don't think so.
Our teachers, the Dominican nuns, the long-suffering, very patient Dominican nuns, every morning they'd write on the blackboard an intention for us to pray for. And actually the intention would last a month. And one month it was suitable homes for all families. And one morning, Jackie snuck in, I happened to be there early and see her, and changed the intention to suitable he's for all Twillies.
Love it, Jackie.
I don't remember that. I think she made that up.
I'm going to say in just a minute, I'll get to talk a lot in 5 years. But I want to tell you the love of my life, the first girl I ever dated was Maggie Zell. So Maggie, it's your turn.
And I loved it.
That's how I got to be a cheerleader too. You know? Well, Lynn was up, and I was thinking Lynn was going to get me a microphone. And at the last reunion, Lynn apologized to me, and I'm going to remind her of this story again. But anyway, Jerry Sanders and I and Lynn, and I think Karen Colleen, and who else was with us? And Nancy was with us. Well, anyway, Jerry and I were in the front of the car, and these girls were shooting hot bottle rockets on the old viaduct coming out of the back window, and we got caught, and they took us all down to the jail. They threw Jerry and I in the cell, and George Guy, who was the Attorney General, and Lynn was staying with him, came down, gave Jerry and I a bad time, and then took the girls and left. Anyway, we ended up going to court, and getting fined, and all kinds of horrible things happened to us. And these three girls didn't nothing happen to them. And I want you to know that it probably cost me a lot of things in my life, you know, with this history, this felon record that I have. But anyway, I thought I'd remind you, you can apologize again when.
I can't stand it until you've heard the rest of this story, too, from my perspective. Luckily, the three girls were 17, those boys had turned 18, so we were just, saved by our late birthdays. However, years later, after Jack and I were married and living in Utah, one day there was a knock on our door. And this really official-looking man standing there asked us if we had ever known, I think he was a lieutenant or a colonel or whatever, Summerfield. And we said, well, yeah, but he, it wasn't that when we knew him. Why? And this man, and we were trying to make light of this with this fellow, but you don't make light of anything with those people. And anyway, he said, I don't think you understand. And he proceeded to put me through quite a grilling about the incident of that night and why Lieutenant Summerfield or Colonel or whatever he was, what we had actually done that night. So there were repercussions all of our lives, and luckily Lynn, Karen, and I were 17. Where's the stick? No, it's good. You have a good story. Come on, Rita.
Well, this is wonderful being back with all of you. I'm loving seeing all your faces. You know what's the biggest thing to me, though, is I see a lot of you around Cheyenne and didn't know I knew who you were.
I don't know if you remember, I think we were juniors in high school when I had a broken foot. And my father just happened to have recently purchased a second-hand 1950 Lincoln, black. And so, since it was so hard for me to get to school, he let me drive it. Well, Dr. Sabilla used to have lunch with my father, and one day he said, "Damn it, Walt, why do you let that kid of yours drive that Lincoln when she can't even see over the steering wheel?" My boys have been begging me to let him drive our car to school, and I won't let him.
Who hasn't had it?
Okay, what table hasn't?
I need all the road angels to stand up. Carl, Steve, Art Spence, Jim Hayes. We had a little car club in this town called the Road Angels, and we had kind of a reputation around town. Our clubhouse was a place where Schraders stored the boxes for the caskets. And we decided we needed to build a drag car for the drag strip. So Tim Lozano's dad was living on a place out east of town, and there was an old Model A parked by the granary. Judge, I'm sure the statute of limitations has run out. So we took my dad's pickup, and the only rope or chain we could find was a 50-foot log chain. I think we put Carl Cartwright and Tim Lozano in the car, and we took off out of that yard like a bat out of hell with this Model A on a 50-foot log chain. Well, the tires were flat on the car, so we head down the hill out east of town,
and the tires came off and they're driving on the rims, and this chain is swinging back and forth across the road. They're knocking down mailboxes. Pretty soon the headliner come out of the damn thing, and they can't see where they're going then. So we come around the corner of Pioneer to go to the clubhouse, and they took out all the barrels of sand on Pioneer. We hid the Model A behind the casket boxes, and the next meeting, we had a safety meeting with the Highway Patrol, the city cops, the Sheriff's Department, and they sat there and drank pop on us all night, leaning against the casket boxes where the Model A was hid.
And I want to play.
Yo, everybody!
Us drinking beer.
Are you old enough? Do I have to card you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I wished you did.
I wish up there commenced to drink champagne.
I wish you did have to card me.
Is there one out there?
No.
I haven't told you that. Yeah. Mr. Ryan, I stopped saw Bogey. Heavy on the I stopped saw Bogey.
Hat in there. Yeah, I'll take Jim.
Oh, well.
We can't make that one number when I can. First, flat on his back, too. That's the way he wants to go.
Oh.
We'll see what happens on that.
There she is.
The official photographer.
There you go.
Don and his beer.
We haven't had a significant winter, at least. 2 years at least. Sure, we need it.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I don't think okay. And then they've got it's not fair to this house. Always do that.
You know, Wendy just
Yeah. She was raised like a great. In fact, I told Nancy that's why she likes
There's Penny.
I haven't seen the chicken yet.
Well, they're giving them a little while.
It's amazing how this cup just goes empty. Hey, how we doing?
Hi, Jack.
Go, John.
I have to pull it in here. Suck it in.
I'm getting Jimmy's picture.
Leroy's friend. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get closer with this one.
Thank you. Us men need caretakers.
Mrs. Johnston.
Tell her who you are. I'm Evelyn Johnson. We have to tell her who we are. Tell her you're Evelyn Johnson. I'm Evelyn Johnson. I'm still Carol Switzer.
Name, rank, and serial number. And who's this one?
Okay. Go to this side.
Second job. We got one. We got that scene. Yeah. We got that restored Chinese food. We're talking 82 months.
Someday you'll be glad, yes.
Yes, yes. black rhinos, but they look white.
Hello. What's your name? Your name is what?
Say Kylie Jordan Johnston.
Johnston. And how old are you? 3. You got that pretty when you're only 3 years old? Goodness. I'm happy to meet you.
We don't want her.
Happy picnic, guys.
Getting my halo. That's the most.
Alex?
Alex, Dick and Sherry Broik's grandson.
Really? Is Dick and Sherry here?
No.
Okay.
Dick brought Alex over.
Great.
I think I was right later on.
Say hello.
Motherhood Society of America.
That's right.
I don't know about Jackie. This is twice you met her.
They're going to thank me someday.
How many pictures are you going to end up with?
Oh, honey, this is videotape.
Yeah, well, I just,
Pardon?
I said I was wondering how much you're going to end up with.
Oh, maybe a couple hours. I like that. Yes, but I ran out of tape before the YMCA and the
Oh, that's too bad.
Damn, it just ruined my night. And I thought, okay, you know, maybe we can do the twist or something.
Oh, that YMCA is great stuff.
Oh, that was wonderful. I thought
Had a blast.
the Village Geezers. Village people. No, the Village Geezers. Right.
It's well worth it.
Oh, it was. It was excellent.
Did you?